Hello, everybody! Once again, it's the Wet Shaving Barber, back with another video in the video series, Shaving the Way Your Father Should Have Taught You. Now in this particular video, we're looking to see if we have a soap that is indeed one of the best soap for beginners. The featured soap that we're going to work with today is from the great people over at Stirling Soap Company. That's right, they've got a grand team, they're expanding their facilities, and there's a reason their soaps sell, because their soaps work. But let's do a lather review and let the soap speak for itself. This is their Barbershop scent. Now, let's see. This Barbershop scent, the description. Candy cane pole twirling outside? Check. Cups of combs in the mystery blue liquid? Check. A smell that recreates the essence of sitting in an old-time barbershop? Reading the paper while you wait? Check. That's the description for Stirling Shaving Soap Barbershop scent. Now, this is a beef tallow based shaving soap, and it works wonders, and many people swear by it. Now, is it though one of the best shaving soaps for beginners? Well, today we're going to do a lather test just to find that out. Now, as far as water is concerned, well, because of the type of soap this is, and let me show you here for a minute. It's what we call a croup. I pressed this in here. This is a sample size here, like the 1 ounce sample that's about $2.95. You press this down. So it's in between a hard soap and a soft soap, or a cream, if you will. That's why they'll call it something like a croup, if you will. And you'll hear that in the wet shaving world. Now, as far as the ingredients is concerned for this, beef tallow, stearic acid, distilled water, castor oil, potassium hydroxide, vegetable glycerin, fragrance oil, almond oil, shea butter, coconut milk, lanolin, sodium hydroxide, and sodium lactate. Now, the shaving soap comes in 3 different sizes. You have their shave jar, which is 5.8 ounces. This is about $12.95 directly on their website. You've got the refill puck, 4.9 ounces, which is a little less. And you have the sample puck, which is 1 ounce, similar to what I have here pressed down there, and that's $2.95. So it's a great way for you to try out this soap and see if it indeed is one of the best shaving soaps for beginners for you. In other words, you can add just a little water, do your count to 100 to load the brush, and you'll get a good load of soap inside that shaving brush, and then transfer that over to your shaving bowl, do your 60 count, and I'm telling you, you've got enough. Well, you know what? Why don't I let the soap do the talking for itself? Now, most people will bloom this. They'll add a little hot water to it, and then they'll go ahead and whip this up. So that's what I'm going to do right now. Again, when you're blooming, and I'm just going to turn this on the side, you don't add a ton of water. You just add enough, let it float around the top there a little bit. Now, because this is a soft soap, you don't really need to let this bloom for a long time. 30 to 60 seconds is good enough. But now, let's see how she lathers. Look at that. That's a good head of lather built up into this brush, ready to transfer over to the shaving scuttle. Okay, so now we've got our shaving bowl with just a little bit of water residue. I just rinsed it, shook it out. So you got a few drops of water here. Now let's go get down with the lather. Oh, yes. And the scent profile of this shaving soap is wonderful. Add a little bit more water here. This soap is not necessarily thirsty, but adding a few drops of water at a time is always a good practice. And I'm telling you, this soap lathers extremely well. So it loads straight off the puck well, and it transfers that load We'll put a little bit more water over to the shaving bowl. Very, very well. Oh yeah, look at that. Now let's see the skin test. Okay. All right. I'm sorry that the camera can't pick this up for you, but there is an incredible sheen off this soap that is truly, truly wonderful. Now, what does it feel like on the skin? It's one thing to lather it, but it's another thing to see the performance on the skin. And Stirling wins again. An incredible slickness. And let me show you something here. Just going to do something here real quick so you can understand what I mean. Razor. Okay. I'm going to take this. Now, go back over this area here. Even after I went over it with the razor, there's still residual slickness, so that if I had to do some touch up in that area, you can. Overall, this is a truly wonderful soap. You cannot go wrong purchasing a Stirling Soap Company's shaving soap. The lather goes on slick every single time. It's easy to lather well with a few drops at a time. As you can see, you can build up a very, very healthy lather in the bowl and also on the brush. If you're a beginner and you're looking for a tried and true shaving soap at a good price point, as I said before, the shaving soap puck is $12.95 for 5.8 ounces, and so that ends up being $2.23 an ounce. Again, that's right in the budget for a beginner shaving soap that I consider the best shaving soap for beginners, because you always want to try to be in the range of $2, max out at $4 per ounce. The scent profile, as I mentioned before, it is a great, unique take on a barbershop scent. Some of them kind of fall in line and smell the same as far as you get different artisans in their barbershop scent. But Stirling put its own unique twist on this. I love the hint of vanilla because I'm a big vanilla fan, but it's got other great notes in there to really make your evening or your morning shave a wonderful one. So far from what I've seen, it performs well across all water types, whether it's hard water, water that has other elements added to it, like fluoride and so forth, or even some like to use spring water in the bottle or mineral water. I've tested it in that way as well. So this performs well from a lather perspective across all types of water. Well, as you can see here, the Stirling Shaving Company Barbershop Scent Shaving Soap is indeed a wonderful soap. And like most tallow soaps, it will lather up very quickly and easily. And the performance, as I said, on my arm is incredible. Even as I wipe that off, you can still feel a level of slickness on it. So, Stirling Shave Company's Barbershop is indeed a winner. It is what I would call one of the best shaving soaps for beginners. Go get your sample of Stirling Company's Barbershop Shaving Soap. It is definitely a winner. For shaving the way your father should have taught you, I'm signing out.